Guys, Manisha here. I'm back. Welcome to my channel, and I'm back with another video. In the last video, we saw how to draw a realistic face. Well, of course, that was a really rough demonstration. So I'm back again. Back again. Okay. So I'm back with another video. My hair is ruining this video. Anyways, so this video is about eyes. I don't know why, but I have always been so much fascinated with eyes. I mean, just look at them. You know they say, right? Eyes are the mirror in you. And that's, pretty much true. So, in this video, I'm going to show you some do's and don'ts on how to draw realistic eyes. Keep in mind that there are hundreds of ways to draw eyes, but what I am going to show you is just my way of doing it. So, yeah, let's begin.
So this is the way you would usually draw an eye. You will create an oval, something like this. Then draw a circle within the oval and another circle for the pupil. Maybe add some details, but in reality, this is not how a realistic eye looks. I mean, this does look like an eye, but it's not really an eye, it's just abstract. Well, let's now see what you can actually do to improve your eye drawing. First of all, draw a straight line, then draw a curve like a hill above the line, but keep in mind that the corner should not be too steep. Next, we are going to draw something that most people forget to draw. I have seen a lot of drawings where this part of the eye was completely missing. It's called the tear duct. Once you're done, continue drawing the line downwards, same as you did upwards, but this time the lower curve should be slightly wider than the upper curve. Once you've got your pupil right, the most important thing that most people tend to forget is that our iris is not completely inside our eyeball, like the visible part. Draw a vertical line from the highest point of the curve and draw the pupil in the center. Draw a waterline on the curve below. As I was saying, the most important thing that most people tend to forget is that our iris is not completely visible. 1/4 of the iris is most of the time hidden under our upper eyelid. Also, don't forget that our eyes have creases, which a lot of people actually forget drawing. Eye creases closer to the eye in the inner corner of the eye, and then the space increases, but it really depends eye to eye. Once you're happy with what you see, erase the eye lines and we can move on with the shading part. Now, depending on where your light source is, you can draw a small box. It may or may not overlap the pupil. Do not draw a circle like I'm doing in the don'ts. That is the wrong way of showing the highlights. Highlights can be of various shapes, but most of the time they are squares and half-donut shape. Now color the pupil in the darkest pencil with the darkest pencil we have got. I was using a 2B, and let's see if I have a darker pencils. Yeah, this is 5B, 6B. I may have an 8B. Okay, got it. Here's an 8B. Now let's color the pupil with the darkest shade possible. Not possible, but yeah, like possible. See that your pupil is nice and round and dark, of course. Now Take a lighter pencil, probably a 2B, and very lightly draw lines all over the iris. The lines should be barely visible. Draw lines all over the iris except for the highlight part, just like I'm doing. Once you're done, we can now move on to adding more details. Take a slightly darker pencil. My pupil wasn't round in which ways. It's round now. Okay, so yes, take a slightly darker pencil, or 4B maybe. Next, add dark shadows with a 4B or a 6B near the upper eyelid. Draw a few more random lines like I'm doing with a bit darker pencil, like I said. Make sure the shadows blend with the rest of the iris. Basically, just have to darken the upper area of the iris, and the below portion of the iris should be a bit on the lighter side. The iris on the upper part is darker because of our upper eyelid and the eyelashes shadow. So see that the upper part is nice and dark. Now darken the areas around the iris. Draw some more random lines facing towards the pupil and coming out of the pupils. Basically just draw some random lines and darken the pupil on the outer edge and near the pupil, leaving the gap in the middle a bit lighter than the outer and the inner edges or the corners. Do not ever keep your eye in one single tone. As you can see, you can clearly see the visible difference. There's a visible difference of the shades, the darker shades, lighter shades, and the highlights and everything. And it's pretty well blended. So always blend everything together, but at the same time see that you have those different shades and tones and the values. Keeping your iris in one flat tone and one single color, it just makes it look really flat. As you can see in the tones I'm doing, you can clearly see the difference. The iris on the tones is looking flat because of the one of the singular color, and then the iris on the two is looking a bit attractive because of all the shadows and highlights. You can of course use erasers to add highlights. If you think you have shaded too dark, you can always use erasers. Now for the eyebrows, do not ever draw eyelashes this way, the way I did in Dones. Eyelashes. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Eyelashes. Yeah. So before adding any eyelashes, add some shading, cause later on it will be difficult to shade between the eyelashes. So shading can be done in many ways. I prefer hatching and smudging. what is hatching and smudging? Well, hatching is basically drawing a lot of lines in the same pattern together, and smudging can be done with your finger or earbuds or a smudger, which you can easily find in any art store. So before you start drawing any eyelashes, draw highlights. No, not highlights, shading. Do some shading. What am I saying? Sorry, yeah, I just zoned out for a bit. Anyway, so eyelashes should always be something you do in the last. Once you're done with the shading, take a pointed pencil and just smudge over, just darken the upper eyelid, because as you can see, upper eyelid and the eyelid on the bottom is looking almost the same, and if you look in the mirror, your upper eyelid is always a bit darker than your bottom eyelid. So, and the second thing is, making the upper eyelid darker helps you give a certain volume to the eyebrows, to your eyelashes. Why am I mixing up eyelashes and eyebrows? So sorry. Eyelashes. Now the eyelashes. A simple way I figured out was eyelashes in the outer corner are always longer than the eyelashes in the inner corner, and always start at the outer corner and draw one eyelash at a time. Always remember, start at the outer corner and draw one eyelash at a time. Drawing one eyelash at a time, the eyelashes on the outer corner goes outwards, the eyelashes in the middle goes upward, and the eyelashes in the inner corner goes inwards. And as the eyelashes goes, the transition of the eyelashes from outwards to inwards, it's not only in the direction but also in the size. The eyelashes inwards are much smaller than the eyelashes in the outer corner. Same way, draw eyelashes on the below eyelid, just that the eyelashes on the below eyelid are gonna be not a bit, but a lot smaller in size than the eyelashes on the upper eyelid. Now for the eyebrow. Do not draw a box, and do not draw very harsh lines for the eyebrows. That is not how you draw an eyebrow. Just remember, the eyebrow is a frame for the eye. So there are various shapes of eyebrows, of course, but I'm gonna go with the classic, nicely thick arched eyebrow. So use your eye, the drawing of your eye below as the guideline, and draw a straight line which goes a little bit up, which is a bit arched in the outer corner, and then goes slanting and slopes and gets pointing in the extreme out. The hair basically on the eyebrow is straight in the inner corner, then slants towards the arch, and on the slope the hair is completely slanted. I'm sorry, that's the dog. These are the dogs outside barking. If you can hear dogs barking, then please pardon me. Any which way, as I was saying, the hair basically is straight in the inner corner, then slants towards the arch and slopes on the outer corner. You just have to keep repeating this step: straight hair, slanting hair, sloping hair. Just repeat this step until you're happy with the thickness of the eyebrow. Do not draw thick lines or long lines. keep your lines really small and thin to give it a realistic look. Once you're happy with the amount of hair, you can always shade, like, and say, like, how many hair are you gonna draw? Like, seriously, it's gonna take forever, right? So just smudge when you think you're done. Just shade between your lines and shade on the eyebrow and smudge the lines a bit to give it a bit realistic look. You can, like, always play around with your drawing by adding more shadows and more highlights and outlines and shades and tones and dots and whatever, all the stuff. If you don't like how your drawing looks, just add and subtract. Sorry, just add and subtract shadows and highlights until you are satisfied with your drawing. If you are a beginner and not happy with the way your drawing is looking or your drawing looks, don't give up. Keep practicing, keep drawing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.
Sorry for this pathetic quality. I know. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you really like this video and if you think this video was helpful enough, then give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. If you are new to this channel, then please subscribe. If you have already subscribed, then hit the bell icon. Ding! That was a pathetic joke. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. Take care. Toodles.